Hi, everybody. This is Colleen from Stitching with the Sisterlies. I thought I would come in and give you an update on the happenings around here since I was last recording or on a live, which was sometime in December. Anyway, since then, my sister Cheryl came up to visit. We did a joint floss tube on her channel, which I will list in the description below. And her channel is A Maker's Life. And so that was fun to do with her. She stayed for 6 days and we just had a blast. We went to Snohomish, went to a couple antique stores and our favorite little, it's not an antique store, but it's a favorite little countryish store. And stitched and chatted and laughed and just had a great time. She brought her dogs, Jake from State Farm, who's a border collie, and Ruby Sue, also known as Lady, who is a cute little dog. I can't remember her breed. She's part Cocker Spaniel and part something else. And she loves her auntie, which is me. And Uncle Ed took all the dogs for a couple of daily walks and they enjoyed that. And then one time he was taken for a walk and Cheryl and I are stitching and all of a sudden I hear Lincoln in the backyard barking, and I'm like, what the heck? How's Lincoln in the backyard? But we kept stitching and just, kind of ignored it, thinking it must be our imaginations. And what happened was Ed came around and came back with Jake, but not the two little dogs. And we're like, where's the little dogs? And he said, in the backyard. So he had gone around the trail, gone to the back and popped them over the fence. So it was Lincoln we heard barking in the background. So let me pause for a second. Okay, I might as well start showing you what I have been doing. All this time I have been away. I am stitching Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow, and I'm doing the first, no, the first one is right over here. The first house. I'm doing this for Cheryl. I'm doing it on, what is the linen? I'm using all the DMC because it'd be way too expensive to use the silks. And let's see, where is my thing? I know it's a, 40 count. I'm stitching it on 40 count sand dune from Lakeside Linens, which is the called for. And I have some of the border and part of the first house done. I'm at the fun part. I am doing the bricks, the brick house. So I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. I used to didn't enjoy stitching houses, but now, they're kind of in a pattern. Well, they are in a pattern, but they're kind of once you get going and it just all comes together and it's fun. The other thing I'm stitching, or that was that's a whip. Now I'm going to show you some finishes, not fully finishes, but I finished the stitching part. And this is Scarlet. This is an Animal Cracker by Stacy Nash. And I stitched her on, what did I stitch her on? 36 count Winter Brew by R&R Productions, Reproductions. And I finished her. So there she is. And I'll be making her into a pillow. And then I was also stitching, it was out of book 2 of the Prairie Schooler Santas. And in looking towards the 250th anniversary of our country, I decided to stitch this Prairie Schooler Santa with his drum and his trumpet and his flag, and he is completed. I just have to either turn them into a pillow or a flat fold for the tree. Then the other stuff I've been doing is quilting related. So let me show you. Let me get my stuff. So this is the Flower Peddler designed by Kim Deal. And I got this chart, this pattern from the Fat Quarter Shop. I'll link it below. They were out of the kit and I wanted it exactly these colors because I don't know how to color a quilt, so I wanted the kit. And the Quilted Barn in Oregon had it. I'll link them below. They might still have some kits left, or at least the fabric. And let me show you that. I pieced it and quilted it and bound it. So let me show you it. Hopefully you could see that. And the backing is a Lori Holt. I think it's blackberry jam or something like that. It looks like cross stitch or needlepoint. So that was that quilt. Teresa, Strictly Stitcher, moved to Virginia to be near her family, and her mom sent her back because she comes back to visit for work and stuff. And her mom sent her back with 3 quilts that were pieced, and she needed me to quilt and bind. So I did that, and here's the first one. It's an owl, kind of a wall hanging. The cool thing is she pieced the back, so it has a pieced backing. Get out of breath when I showed the quilts. And then the other one is also now, and the backing on this one is some scary kitties. And here's the front, all quilted and bound. And these were panels, and she added borders on them. And the other one she did, the last one that she did, was, I don't know the name of this design. Actually, I do. Hold on a second. Let me pause. Okay, it is called the Stellar Mosaic, and it is by, who's it by? Cotton and Joy. So it's Cotton and Joy Patterns. And instead of the dark like this, she did it in these cool Christmas fabrics. And so this is like a lap quilt. This is pretty nice. And the backing was these cute little Christmas hedgehogs. Maybe you can see them. And so those are the quilts that I've quilted. She also sent along, she's been wanting for, this is Teresa's mom. She's been wanting to do the chicken salad quilt for a long time. And she had the cookbook fabric, which you can't find any longer. And I said, well, I would piece it for her and piece it in quilt and bind it for her. So she sent, so going forward, I will be doing the chicken salad quilt with the cookbook fabric. And let me put a picture of what this will look like in here. Hold on. Well, I will get a picture of one of the chicken salad quilts I've done. I've done like 18, 20 of them, and put it in right here. And here's the backing she got for the chicken salad quilt. And the background. Again, there we go. And binding. So that's going to be a fun make. And what else have we got to show you? I can show you the sampler box for December. And this was a good box. So let's open it. And this December 2025 is the Starlit Homecoming. And then on the other side of this are coupons for stuff off of the products. Here's a little card that tells us everything in here. So let's open this up and see what's in here and what stuff retails for. So the first thing is this is a fat quarter bundle. And let's read what it says. Here's the bundle. And here's the different fabrics in the bundle. A lot of cute July 4th-y type. Well, let's take it off. It's by Windham Fabrics. And it's pretty blue. Checks. This is pretty. Let's make a cute blouse or shift. Some more blue. Teal. Kind of a teal green. Really liking that green. And then some red stars and some blue stars. And what does it say about this fabric? It is embrace your memories of home with the Starlight Front Porch Fat Quarter Bundle, which is this. This collection is designed by Allison Harris, and it features patchwork stars, versatile basics, and modern florals across cool blues, rich reds, and a touch of jade green, curated into a cozy 9-piece fat quarter bundle. It's a great choice for treasured keepsakes, and try it with the Starlight quilt pattern in this month's box, and it's a cool one. This fat quarter bundle is valued at $31.98. Um, then this is the Alpha Clippies, and these are really cool. It keeps your quilting projects stress-free with Alpha Clippies. As the newest member of the Alpha Biddies family, these sturdy clips make it easy to label and organize fabric pieces with letters and numbers so your cuts stay together. With 26 letters and 10 numbers, as well as a special grip for easy handling, they hold multiple layers of fabric, remove the guesswork, and keeps your sewing room piecing fully organized. And it values at $22.98. It comes in this little box, so you can just open it. And so see, it has, I don't know if you could see that. It is an easy grip. And then you just do this and put it, like if this is what you're going to piece, you put all your fabrics for W that you've cut. And as you're sewing along, you just pull these and put them in. And then, so there's 26 letters and 10 numbers. And it retails for $22.98. This is awesome. This is worth the box, in my opinion. Okay, then this is it, the Starlight quilt pattern. So with that fat quarter bundle, here's the pattern. And if you're looking for your next favorite quilt to show off, the Starlight quilt pattern puts a modern twist on traditional charm, featuring bold patchwork stars framed with a lovely border and finishing 65 inches square. With its inviting layout and balanced symmetry, this timeless design is sure to become a home and heartwarming favorite, and it retails for $9.98. So the only thing you would need besides that fat quarter bundle is the border and backing. and background fabric. Okay, and then what's next? Okay, well, this is great. Another great box. Here's the Smiths Universal Needles, 90 by 14. And these retail for $4.48. And the last thing is the quilt along for the fat quarter sew sampler box. And this is the Sunflower Power Block. And it values at $4.98. And that's this month's flower block. So that was those. That's a great, it was great value. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. I will be looking forward to adding that to my quilting and of the 250th anniversary of the United States. America. Yes, we are. There we go. I'll put that there. Then the last thing I have to show you is um, I am doing a quilt along with the Fat Quarter Shop, which I think we start our I'll have some get ready videos and photos. I think January 5th. So just in a couple days, Monday, I think. And I am doing the vice versa. And I am doing the quilt, vice versa quilt. And you could do a table topper, which is right here, table runner, which is right here, or the quilt. Um, the table topper you can also do as a pillow. And this is by Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet. And I got the kit for it. And I think it's got the backing, the binding. It's got everything in it. So with this, I will be making the vice versa quilt. And I believe I'll be using the foundation paper for it, for some of it. I think you can get it. I'm pretty sure you can use some of Fat Quarters. Let's look. Let's look. There's another one I'm doing with them also. I think it's Farmyard Friends. It's another one by Lori Holt. And I love Lori Holt's designs and fabric. The quilt finishes at 74.5 by 84.5, so it's a good size quilt. And I could have sworn it came the option to do paper piecing. Maybe not. I'll have to look. Maybe it was the Farmyard Friends I'm going to be doing that did. Oh yeah, this is just easy quilt blocks. And I love stars. So there's that. Excited for this. So this and those apple clippies will come in handy because I have to cut how many to do cutting instructions A through U. So all those um little clips I have will be put to use. So there it is. And that's all I have for right now. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Well, I'll do that Monday when I show my goings on. I will do a giveaway of the vice versa pattern. So if you'd like to sew along with me through the quilt along or even after, you will be welcome to. And one of you might win the pattern. I think that's it. That's it. Now I think I will get ready to watch the Seahawks play the 49ers. Hopefully, we will win and be able to go to the Super Bowl. So, in the meantime, you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will too. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe and the notify button